I thought it was a real credit to Washington, the way they competed and played. They certainly have the capability of, having guys that could play that way. And, their primary guys really, had monster games when you talk about Carter and Stewart and McDaniel, the way he played, so especially in the second half. So it was a tough game. They shot well. Our defense hasn't been what it was, prior to us going to the LAs. We gave up 50% and 11 threes. So we didn't guard them in 2 or 3, and it just made life really difficult on us. And that was the story of the game.
They got a lot of baskets. I think 25 plus fast break points. You kind of extending your defense. It's kind of a trade-off, I guess, to some degree. What did you think about that?
I thought we went through a stretch once we got up to 61-49 that we stopped running back on defense. If there was something that happened on offense that wasn't good, a missed shot or something, they were, Carter was streaking down the sidelines. Stewart got one. We were not running back hard, and I resisted calling a timeout, and maybe I should have called one maybe a minute or two sooner. I was trying to get to the under 12, but that was a big part of the game. Just that one stretch where we did not run back hard on defense, and that's hard to explain why you would choose to do that when you've done a lot of things well, not only in this game but throughout the season.
You guys did a good job, Bobby, in the first half of getting the ball in the middle of the zone. Rob hit a couple of those jump shots. I feel like you guys got away from that in the second half.
Rob hit a couple in the second half too, and we were trying to sneak him in there, but this was more of a player's game, and it's hard to script offense against their zone. You got to have movement. You got to move the ball. You got to try and get into a seam off the bounce if you can and draw help, and then you got to slide guys in and out of the high post and try and I thought one negative was I don't think Romello got the ball enough in the second half. He I'm gonna have to look at the film, but I think he should have probably got more touches. That would be one negative. I mean, maybe I'm reading your mind, Chris, but I was just going to say, Remy had this game, but we would never be in a position to have the season that we've had without Remy. So, did not have it. This defense in particular, I think, is not built for him because of just the size and the quickness of their 4 guys that kind of set up a wall out there, and so it's hard for him to penetrate, hard for him to get a clean look from 3. And I thought he had a couple of pretty good looks, a momentum one on the left wing that didn't go down. But it's one of those situations where, as a player, I think with him, it's like he knows he's not going to get many open ones the way they were guarding him. So it becomes even, you put more pressure on yourself to make that shot. But he'll get it straight. Remy will, and I'm not worried about him. And we got a game on Saturday, and we'll try and finish the season strong and try and get to 11 wins and get ready for the Pac-12 tournament.
Bobby, what are you worried about after a game like this?
Just, overall, I've said it. We've won a lot of games in our streak, and even some of the games we lost. We defended very well. We just have not been able to, to really get those field goal percentage numbers to where they need to be. And I don't think the offensive rebounds hurt us as much, except maybe the one that went off the backboard at the end. That was interesting how that managed to hit the backboard and then ricochet perfectly to them. That aside, we did a better job on rebounding, but we gotta, we can't let teams shoot it the way they shot it. And Carter's really coming into his own. He's playing well. He made a lot of plays out there. He's probably the best player on the court tonight, Carter.
Going back to Remy, is he the type of player who you want shooting themselves out of a slump, or is he at some point you got to realize that maybe they don't have it tonight, got to go the ball?
No, he's kind of put us on his back most of the year. So if he's feeling a good shot attempt, then I have to, we have to trust that judgment. And we'll review the film and see if there was other possibilities out there in some of the shots that he didn't make, but. Otherwise, I have complete trust in not only what he's done, but what he still will do the remainder of the year.
What do you tell your team after a game like this?
just that there's no more time for moral victories, and we got to, fix our defense. I mean, I kind of was more positive after the LA run, where I thought we really competed well, and it just came up short. But at home, you got to win these type of games this time of year. You can't afford to lose these kind of games. So, but again, credit to Washington. They were, again, they have the players. They have a great coach that's been coach of the year the last 2 years, and they had some adversity, and there were a lot of games that they were in the mix to win, and they just couldn't win them. But I'm sure trying to gear up for Vegas, to try and make a run. But we ran into a team that played very well tonight. Thank you, guys.